Fun. Action News Now reporter Courtney Kreider is there this morning, taking us through the experience of Redding's haunted house. Courtney, we're excited to see inside, and a pretty big deal for this building.
Oh, it is. And if you see the crime tape, too, as you're coming in, that's a dead giveaway of where the haunted house is if you don't know where the Monolith is. But I kept hearing all these stories about how great it was 30 years ago. And I grew up here. I never experienced that. So I had to come out and see for myself.
Come in. Welcome. And have a marvelous time.
The Redding Rotary Club is the ones who are bringing this spooky, wonderful community fun. A lot of businesses supporting as well. And the haunted house takes you through a series of themes. I went right behind this family of 5 who were the first ones in, very brave. And I thought, it was especially scary.
It was good in my mouth.
Yeah. Did what scared you the most?
Probably the clowns.
The clowns?
Yeah.
What do you think, though? You
jump
recommend
scares.
it?
Yeah.
Definitely recommend it.
Definitely recommend.
Super
All right.
fun.
All the scary smoke and the clowns, 2 memorable things for them. That was the Scott family, though. Their dad actually reached out and said that the kiddos were still talking about it last night. But don't worry. The laughter, most likely the kids, you were hearing the screams, those were coming from me. But like we said before, too, it's nothing gory. It is scary, but it's great for all ages. And tickets are $12 to buy them in advance, or you can buy them for $15 here at the door. You don't want to miss this. In Redding, Courtney Kreider, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
Courtney, I got to ask, you did seem a bit scared, so how was it?
Well, I'm happy to report no nightmares last night, Kelly, but I am having flashbacks after hearing that video this morning. It was freaky. They did such a good job, though. They had the clowns, all your werewolves, the costumes were just elaborate. So hands off to them, and you've got to come down and check out the haunted house. It was freaky, though. It was definitely freaky.
Yeah,
Kelly?
I don't like haunted houses either, so I might just let the kids take my space there. All right. But thank you for the in-depth coverage, Courtney. We appreciate you taking one for the team. Food trucks are also out there, so you don't have to worry about doing dinner for the kids beforehand. We have a link where you can get your tickets. It's on our website, actionnewsnow.com, under news links. You can also head to our Facebook page where you can see the full video of Courtney's experience at the haunted house. Happening tomorrow, more Halloween fun, the return of the Children's Halloween Costume Contest at Chico Marketplace. Bring the whole family to the marketplace for pumpkin decorating, kids costume contest, and more fun. There will be 2 contest sessions, one from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Saturday and another from 2 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. At the end of the event, the winners of the Build Your Own Scarecrow contest will be announced. 6:40 right now. You're never more than 10 minutes away from your local weather on Action News Now. Let's bring Court in on the Halloween fun, and a lot of people are going to be headed out to Court, haunted corn mazes and haunted houses and maybe the pumpkin patch. So how's it looking for all those Halloween festivities this weekend?
Kelly, you really couldn't draw it up as a better weekend as we lead towards Halloween on Monday. Conditions are going to be extremely comfortable. Now today it's brisk this morning. It's going to be a little bit cooler this afternoon than what we saw yesterday, and we will have more cloud cover overhead. We're already seeing the clouds increasing. Now, I showed you this shot 1 hour ago from the Deer Creek Highway camera. It's located just east of Chico up Highway 32 looking west over the valley. Now, when we checked in the last hour, skies were clear. Now we're seeing those clouds filling on in, and we'll see more where that came from throughout your Friday. So towards the afternoon, we go from mostly sunny this morning to mostly cloudy in our lower elevations. We're in the 40s for the valley right now, 40s to low 50s in the foothills, and we're mostly in the 20s in our mountain zones right now. Winds are out of the northeast and not very strong early today, and they're not going to pick up much throughout your Friday. They will get a little breezier as we head into your Saturday afternoon and evening, so this is something to keep in mind if, say, you're heading out to one of those Halloween parties this weekend. It's going to be a little breezy Saturday evening. Stronger winds overnight Saturday into early Sunday, and then those winds really diminish towards Sunday evening. Monday, those winds not looking all that strong. and temperatures getting a bit cooler with more cloud cover overhead. So here's what we're seeing today. You can see the clouds already filling in. Most of what's being picked up by the satellite and radar, the green and blue you're seeing here, that's virga. So that's not actually hitting the ground. It's showers falling in the upper atmosphere, running into that drier lower atmosphere, and then fizzling out before it actually touches down. And that's because we have high pressure to our west and our east that's keeping the chance for showers mostly to our north. Low pressure tracking into the Pacific Northwest is what's driving in the clouds and leaving us with that modest cool down today. But again, high pressure will be building in this weekend, clearing us out and warming us up from Saturday into Sunday. And then early to midweek next week, we see this cooler system dropping down the coast, clouds increasing on Monday for Halloween, shower chances arriving as early as late Monday night into early Tuesday morning, and then a massive drop in temperatures for the middle of next week with that potential for showers lingering through. It looks like Thursday morning for the time frame of when those are going to exit, and in the wake of that system, we'll see some gusty north winds developing, and that's going to be a concern for fire danger. So we really are hoping that we get some decent rainfall. Now, through Monday night, really doesn't look like much, if anything, so that's great news for trick-or-treaters. And then as you get a look through the middle of next week, up to around 1/4 of an inch of rain in the valley, higher elevations looking at some areas, potentially over an inch of rainfall. Great news there. If you're working from home today and you're say heading out on your patio, 40s for this morning, so you're going to want the extra layer of the blanket as you're working outside early today. Low to mid 70s with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon, so a pretty comfortable afternoon in the valley. 60s for the most part in the foothills and northern mountains, 50s to mid 60s in the northern Sierra. Your Storm Tracker's 7-day forecast for your weekend's always in view, warming up through Sunday after today. Lower 80s in the valley Sunday and mostly sunny. Mostly low to mid 70s for Halloween afternoon on Monday, and then a sharp dip into the upper 50s to mid 60s for the valley through the middle of next week, with shower chances likely Tuesday into at least Wednesday, a chance for some showers lingering into Thursday of your extended forecast.
Thanks, Court. Sounds great. 6:43 is the time. Up next, we'll have those opening numbers from Wall Street. And caught on camera, a woman arrested after throwing rocks at police cars in Redding. We'll tell you why she may have been upset. And warning signs and risk factors for people prone to strokes. What to be on the lookout for ahead of World Health Stroke Day this Saturday. You're watching Action News Now. As you head out, take us with you. Keep watching the show as you head to work. Don't miss a moment. Stream it on our news app. Just look for Action News Now in your app store. Here's a live look at the opening numbers on Wall Street this Friday morning. The Dow is up 375 points and the Nasdaq is up about 100. Amazon, though, plunged by 13% after the company posted weaker than expected quarterly revenue and issued disappointing fourth quarter sales guidance. The latest in a line of tech companies this week with disappointing results. And a report this morning from the Commerce Department showed prices rose 6.2% in September from 12 months earlier. This inflation number, the same year-over-year rate as we saw in August. Caught on camera, Redding police arrest a woman they say threw rocks at unmarked police vehicles. Take a look. Surveillance cameras recorded the whole thing. Police arrested Sarah Brown yesterday after police used that surveillance video to identify her. They say Brown was at the police station on Tuesday to pick up some personal property and threw rocks when she left. They booked her into Shasta County Jail on felony vandalism charges. The Weaverville Fire Department and Douglas City Garage teamed up to host an auto extrication training Thursday. This is the process of removing a vehicle from around a person who's been involved in a crash. This hands-on training allowed more than 50 volunteer firefighters from several agencies to practice life-saving techniques that could be used during an extrication call. Volunteers also practice stabilization, door removal, the dashboard roll, and other techniques. A long standoff with a mountain lion in Southern California near a school on Thursday. Fish and Wildlife officials finally captured the big cat after hours of trying to safely rescue it, but it caused quite a commotion. Candace Crone is in Brentwood with video and reaction.
Tense and scary moments today in Brentwood after a mountain lion managed to evade capture for several hours. Video shows it perched in a tree along South Gretna Greenway, just across the street from an elementary school.
It's pretty spectacular. I mean, I feel bad because he's probably kind of scared.
My buddy's wife got a text, said there's a big cat. We looked out the window, saw a couple of helicopters, and came right here.
Police and wildlife officials got the call around 10 a.m., prompting Brentwood Science Magnet Elementary to temporarily go on lockdown as authorities armed with tranquilizer guns worked to safely capture the animal. Despite being hit at least once, the mountain lion ran off, and that's when things got scary.
The lion took off from the area, so it took an extensive effort to relocate the animal. Once we were able to relocate it in a residential backyard, we were able to re-immobilize the animal, and it is on its way to the Angeles National Forest to be released to suitable habitat.
Wildlife officials eventually located the tranquilized animal in a homeowner's backyard about a block away. From above, you can see the cat loaded in a truck. A few minutes later, the truck carrying the cat pulled over and crews appeared to be checking on it, including putting water on the animal. After several minutes, the truck drove off, taking the mountain lion to its new habitat. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Neighbors say the tense moments were a reminder of just how close their homes are to that of wildlife.
The speculation is that maybe he got trapped and couldn't get back because he probably came down from the mountains, maybe looking for, some water in this drought or something to eat.
Anytime we're close to residential communities, the back door is the Angeles National Forest. Animals can travel and you will see them.
We should mention that mountain lion was not injured during the rescue mission and no people were hurt either. 6:50 is your time. You're never more than 10 minutes away from your local weather. Court has a jam-packed forecast for all those outdoor activities, starting with the Friday night football forecast. Court?
That's right, Kelly. And as we're getting a look at what conditions are going to be like out of the games tonight, your Under the Lights forecast showing you a kickoff time around 7:30 p.m. Valley areas in the mid-60s, but halftime already in the upper 50s. It's not a bad idea to grab that blanket and be prepared. And of course, don't forget, Under the Lights starts right here on Action News Now at 11:15 p.m. where you'll see all the highlights that you might have missed throughout the evening. Hike and bike forecast in the foothills for tomorrow. You can see temperatures around the lower 50s in Paradise at 8 a.m., ending up in the upper 60s for the afternoon. So it's a great day for that with comfortable conditions and light winds. Your pumpkin picking forecast, low 70s today, mid 70s Saturday, and low 80s Sunday. So great conditions if you're trying to pick out that perfect pumpkin through this weekend. Kelly?
Oh, should be lots of fun. Thanks, Court. Happening tomorrow is the DEA's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, a day where you can safely dispose of unneeded medication that can become a gateway to addiction. Tomorrow, you can take any of your unnecessary medication or ones you don't take anymore to the Corning Police Department, Lassen County Sheriff's Office, or Redding Police Department. This Saturday is World Stroke Day, and experts want people to know the warning signs because getting to the hospital right away can save lives and lead to better outcomes. It's estimated more than 110 million people in the world have experienced a stroke. Dick Brennan has one survivor story.
It's been 3 months since Thomas Mirswa suffered a stroke, which started with tingling and numbness in his left hand at work.
I figured it was a muscle reaction to overexertion over the weekend. And then I got up to deliver something to somebody's desk and realized that I was having trouble walking.
The healthy, active 64-year-old did not have risk factors like high blood pressure or diabetes. It was several hours before he went to the hospital.
If I thought of stroke, it might have handled things differently, but according to my physicians, I'm low risk in every category.
This little white cloud there in his thalamus is what's responsible for his sensory symptoms.
Neurologist Dr. Martin Gietze at Hackensack University Medical Center says, remember, be fast for warning signs: sudden trouble with balance or coordination, blurred or loss of vision, face drooping, arm weakness, slurred speech, and time to get to the hospital.
It's important to take all of the symptoms seriously. Even if they resolve, they may be a sign of something much worse to come.
It's estimated about 2 million brain cells die every minute that blood flow is blocked.
We have drugs and procedures which can reverse those plugged up blood vessels. You have up to 4.5 hours for the medication to be given.
I'm very grateful that my symptoms have not been more severe.
Thomas is doing physical and occupational therapy.
I have good days where I feel like I'm really on the trend to getting back to normal and reusing my left side. Other days that I feel like my left side is limp.
He hopes more people learn the symptoms and don't delay care. Dick Brennan, CBS News, New York.
Other risk factors for stroke include heart disease, high cholesterol, and smoking. 6:53 your time, and we check your morning traffic. You're looking live at Highway 99 at Garner Lane on the north side of Chico, and checking the CHP website. More great news, folks. No major crashes to slow your drive. We'll be right back with today's top stories. Welcome back. Here are today's top stories happening tonight through Monday. After more than 30 years, spooky season returns to the Redding Haunted House at the Monolith at Turtle Bay in Redding. The haunted house takes you through a series of themes and features tons of cool lights and decorations, spiders, clowns, witches, and werewolves. Volunteers and the Redding Rotary Club help bring back the spooky attraction. Pretty popular. We have a link where you can get your tickets on our website in advance for $12. You'll find it at actionnewsnow.com under news links. Tickets are $15 at the door. Happening today, Chico police will be increasing patrols in preparation for Halloween weekend. There will also be a glass ban in effect until Halloween night. Here's a map outlining the area of Chico where the glass ban will be in effect. It covers downtown and the South Campus area around Chico State. Now, this ban starts at 6 p.m. tonight and lasts until Monday, 6 p.m. No glass bottles allowed on the streets. Police will be out looking for large parties getting out of control. And Shasta County Sheriff's deputies arrested a felon for having several loaded guns and ammunition. Deputies say a concerned citizen called dispatch yesterday reporting a suspicious vehicle was parked on Buzzard Roost Road in Round Mountain. Take a look at what deputies found when they responded to the call. Deputies identified Andrew Pace as the suspicious person and determined he was on probation out of Santa Cruz County. During a probation search, deputies say they found Pace had ammunition, several loaded guns, and high-capacity magazines. As a felon, he's not allowed to have guns. 6:58 on your Friday morning. Before you leave us, we're never more than 10 minutes away from your local weather on Action News Now. Court has a final look at your Friday forecast and that beautiful sunrise shaping up. Court?
That's right, Kelly. As you look to the east, we're not seeing the clouds filling in for the most part just yet. If you look to the west, you are seeing them. And this is from the Inks Ridge camera. It's located to the northeast of Red Bluff, looking southeast this morning. And it's about to be a gorgeous sunrise early today. Clouds tracking across our region throughout the day, and they'll thin out this evening, but partly to mostly cloudy toward your afternoon before those clouds thin out later tonight. Temperatures mostly in the 40s for the valley this morning, topping out in the upper 60s to mid 70s this afternoon, but plummeting back into those mid to upper 50s by 9 p.m. So if you're heading out on the town this evening or out to one of those high school football games, make sure you bring an extra